Hey you guys, Ruth Wilson here. Welcome back to my channel where we do makeup tutorials for beginners. So I'm not stickling this one, I'm actually holding it in my hand because my neighbors were very noisy, so I was unable to record this intro the way I wanted to, but the place is now very quiet, so I'm getting an opportunity to do it. So let me just get it knocked out real quick. So this is just a fun bonus video. I've already shown you guys how the reverse makeup works. And I've also did makeup in a case where I've done my brows and my eyes first and then focus on the face. But how about I just show you guys this time around how we perfect the face and then do the brows. Is there any big kind of difference? Is there a difference for you? Did you learn to do it in any other way different? So in this video, we're just gonna do our makeup a whole different way, whereas I'm gonna do the face first and then I'm gonna focus on my brows. And if you wanna see how that comes out, then keep watching this video. Alright guys, so I'm basically speeding through this entire process because I would have done this video before, and if you want to see in a much slower version of how I do the reverse makeup, how basically I do it, then you can watch the video. I'm gonna make sure that I place the card and the link down in the description below, but right now I am just basically prepping my skin. I applied my primer, I had some moisturizer, which I was supposed to do in reverse, but hey, it works either way. Then I put on some eye cream underneath my eyes, and now I am basing this down with some powder, with some translucent powder. As usual, this is what I do, and I learned this step from Jackie Aina. Now I focus more on the forehead because the forehead tends to sweat the fastest. So now the first thing I'm going to do is just basically contour. I don't usually contour there. For those of you who've watched my videos, you guys already know that I don't, so I did not put too much there. And I like to, instead of having to apply everything and then buff it through, then you might get some things lost in between. So I like to do everything individually. I love doing it individually. So yeah, this is just a bonus video and we're just looking after our contour right here, right now. I really do love the way how it looks so far, and then we're gonna get to the concealer aspect to blend that out. And whilst we're looking after that, like I was saying, which team are you on? Are you on team eyes first or team face first? Now, for me, because I've been trained by my friend and MUA as to doing the eyes first. Now, I don't know for anyone else who usually stick to the eyes first, but I was actually told and, advised that as a beginner, you focus on the eyes and the brows because that way you get to carve and shape your brows the way you want it to, make it nice and sexy and sculpt. And for me, I love a sculpt brow. I hate feathered brows. I don't like those, those brows that people use the soapy thing and they put it at the top. I'm sorry, but I hate it. I don't like seeing brows looking like that. So for me, doing the eyes first is a lot more important. And let me just explain why as I try to buff this out so you guys get to see it. So I do the eyes first because, like I said, I get to focus on the brows. I love to have really good brows, so I literally try my best to try to get that sculpted out rather. And then when I'm ready to do my eyeshadow, instead of doing it last, because I've had some practices here and there of doing my eyes last. But sometimes when you do it last, sometimes you get some of the eyeshadow, especially if it's very pigmented, you get some of the stuff onto your face and it's hard to remove those things like shimmers and chunky glitter and all that. So I like to get the eyes done well because I was taught and I was told that your brows are like the curtain of your eyes and your eyes are like the windows into your soul. And for me, those have got to be perfect. As long as the eyes are perfect, as long as the brows are perfect, My face can look anyhow, but my eyes are rocking it. However, there are some people who would much rather prefer, because of the issues they would more have with their faces, they would much rather to perfect the face first, do the complexion aspect first, and then they do the eyes. Now, you guys know that Jackie Aina happens to be one of my favorite beauty YouTubers out there, and for the years that I've watched her, she always does her brows last. Now I feel that there is a disadvantage there, or not disadvantage, it's more like an advantage over what I do, because she does microblading. So technically the brows are already shaped out, they're already dark. So she just basically, just add the little extra sculpting. And another thing that I tend to get an issue with is that when you do the brows first, you really get to sculpt it out. Now, I love to sculpt my brows out real nice with the concealer below and the foundation above. Please, if you're looking at this video and you are now getting into learning how to do your brows, please stop using concealer to sculpt your brows above. If you're using concealer to sculpt your brows above, please let it be your skin tone. Let it be your exact skin tone shade, like your foundation. Because usually your concealer that you add under your eyes, they're 2 shades lighter. Some people like to go 3 or 4 shades lighter, okay? So if you use that concealer to sculpt your brows above, it's gonna look really unattractive with that nasty clongish halo. I don't like seeing people having halo brows. The brows look so good, so nice, so beautiful, so sculpt, but they sculpt it with the concealer that they put underneath their eyes. No, don't do that. I don't know which YouTuber is telling y'all to do that. Please let me be the first one to tell y'all to stop it. Please use your foundation to do the sculpting. That's another reason why I don't do brows first, because when you're finished, as you can see right now in this video, I've pretty much set my entire face. I'm now putting on the overall powder, and now I'm going to put on my setting spray. Somewhere along the line, I'm doing highlight first, and then I'm going to do the setting spray. The blush has been set, the contour has been set, my entire face has been set, everything has been set, and then locked in with my setting spray. And then after that, I'm going to try to sculpt the brows. And if I do make mistakes, then I have to go back and take a foundation brush, a small foundation sculpting brush, to now sculpt the brows now. And it's kind of like putting product back on product, and I personally don't like that. I really don't like having to do that over and over. So I kind of try to focus on it. So let's see how these brows turn out. All right, now I'm doing my brows now, and I must say they look cute. They look they look cute. It's okay. But right now, like, we're looking at the brows right now. This is like commentary. So we're looking at the brows right now, and I am doing the damn thing. It looks really, really good. And then when I begin to do the light shading, it looks I don't know why it looks so spectacular. And then at the end of it, it looks cute, but for me personally, not sculpted the way I would want it to be nicely sculpted, with the concealer below and the foundation above. It looks okay, but not like Ruthie Willow okay. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why I will pretty much always be team eyes first. Always. It doesn't matter what happens. I'll always be team eyes. Sculpting underneath, you see what's going on there? You pull the concealer a little bit too far, and you can literally see it at the end. And I personally do not really like that. I'm not a fan of that. But they look alright. They look good. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that these brows look good? And I do have my thumbnail having me with 2 different pictures with 2 different graphic liners. And I'm now doing my lips because I pretty much finished here. Now my brows, like I said, they look fine, but they could look better if they were nicely sculpted. So the eye look that you will see at the end of this video is gonna come for another video, I promise. The eye look, the graphic looks, I'm literally putting a couple of graphic looks together so that I can put an entire video together for you guys. I've been loving some of the graphic looks, and I finally have a chance chance to investigate and to learn and to train. And what I learn, I want to teach you guys. So that's pretty much the end of the entire face. I'm looking at my brows again, and I personally don't really like them that much. I still think it could be a lot better. I love the fluff and the blending on the inside, but for some reason it's not the brows that I would personally want. It's not nicely sculpted, and you can literally see it. But these are some shots coming behind here now, and I really love the end result of this look. It looks okay, but let me know, what do you think down in the comments. Wait for us to wrap this up. Alright, you guys, that's it for my video for today. So are you eyes first team or face first team? Let me know down in the comments. But of course, you guys would have heard what I would have said according to which team I'm on, because of, you know, how I've learned how to do makeup over time. But if this video would have taught you absolutely anything, even though it is a bonus video and you've probably seen me do it a couple times over the past couple of months, but if you enjoyed it nonetheless, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. In the meantime, take really good care of yourselves. Bye.